Can you teach me how to twerk?
Most likely to end up with government assistance, living on welfare and poverty, or they're the ones most likely to become drug addicts.
It's all types of stereotypes out there that America puts out there in the media. We're never portrayed as the woman that actually puts on a business outfit and goes to work every single day.
It is unfortunate to see that these stereotypes and others have defined the African American woman's experience. Through this video, I want everyone to know that not every black girl is angry, loud, spiteful, and overly sexual. Not everyone is the same. America has shown me that because I am a woman, I am more valuable for my body. And because I am black, I am automatically less likely to be considered equal to my peers. We will now explore the idea of being black and a woman in a society that almost requires you to struggle when you are both.
The hardest struggle I think there is for black women growing up is just feeling pretty and self-confident in themselves. Like, they compare themselves to white women and think, oh, why isn't my hair that long? Or why isn't my hair that straight? Or why are my eyes that color? And I feel like that self-acceptance is one of the hardest things to deal with when you're a black woman growing up, because all these people around you are telling you, oh no, this is what's beautiful, and you don't see that in yourself.
I think that not only as African American women are we the minority by being African American, but also we're women. So on top of us trying to fight to pave a way for women, we also have to fight to pave a way for being African American. And I think that's one of the hardest struggles that we don't have it easy by any means. So we have to work, 10 times harder than a man. And on top of that, we have to work 10 times harder because of the fact that we're African American.
I think we as women have very similar experiences, being that we are, statistically paid less than men, and we also are portrayed in the media as objects for their pleasure. But at the end of the day, men are paid more than women, and whites are paid more than blacks. So what does that mean for me as a double minority? What do I tell my sisters? That we're, supposed to be subordinate, that we were born to be subordinate 2 times over, not even 1. So I guess they're similar, but there's a little more to a African American girl's experience.
Americans view black women as low class. I mean, let's just be honest. Anytime you see a movie, read a book, or get on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, you always portray as the African American woman as the ghetto black person. Black women as just a body. I don't think that they really believe that us as African American women really have a lot of content in us. Just we're a means for sexuality, or just a pretty face, and something that's might be nice to look at.
I think, speaking from experience, when I first realized that I was different, I was about 5 years old, and that day we were talking about Martin Luther King in class, and I was riding home that day with my best friend Ellen, who happened to be white, and her mom asked us what we were learning in class, and we said we talked about Martin Luther King, and she said, yes, Martin Luther King had a dream so that you guys could be friends, and that you guys could be friends for a long time. And I guess that's the first time that I realized that I was different, because I never saw black and white up until that point. And I guess it just kind of shows that when you're young, you don't really see that.
I remember my freshman year at the high school that I loved. It was a Catholic, all-girls school that just happened to be predominantly white. There, I soon joined the Outstanding Black Achievers Club, and as a new member, I was asked a very complicated question. Knowing what goes along with being black and a woman separately in society, if you could choose to be only one, what would you choose to be? Black or a woman?
I would choose to be black because I value the culture of an African American, or as an African, because I wouldn't be me without it.
I think that I personally would choose to be a woman just because women are just so important to society. Every person has a woman who had a part in their life in some way, whether it was just birthing them or not. Women are just so important to the life process, and they're the nurturers, they're the givers, they're the lovers of life, and I don't think I could give that up.
Being black and a woman, I would choose to be black because I feel like there's so much pride and culture in being a black person that I feel like I wouldn't want to let go of to keep my gender.
I would actually choose to be a woman. I feel like with being a woman, you're different and you're paving a way, and I would love to be a part of that process that paves a way.
For them would be,
my dream would really be to have all the black girls just unite.
I want them to be able not to feel inferior just because they're a darker skin color.
Have all of that cattiness and fighting against each other.
really take time to get to know you and know your worth.